And now we're back for the 13U Championships final game of the day, or the evening, I should say. And man, what a game we just had.
It was a fantastic game. You had the late touchdown to take the lead, and then the Wildcats nearly coming back to score in the final dying seconds. But the Eagles able to hold on, or the Rocks, I should say, able to hold on and get the win. And now we'll have the PPO Bengals taking on the Pompano Eagles. Bengals wearing a traditional Bengals uniform, orange helmets, white jerseys, and orange pants. And then the Eagles are rocking the white helmets, green camo jerseys and pants, and then black numbers. We'll see if they're able to disappear behind these defenders tonight as well on some big plays, but we should be in for another great matchup. The last matchup of the night. Had some fantastic football all day long. We want to thank the AYFL for hosting this event. I've done a great job putting everything together. And of course, we want to thank Coral Glades High School for hosting the event. Now, teams were out there getting ready to start the kickoff, but they were sent back. We're going to have to hold up for just a few minutes here. If you're just joining us, we have 10-minute quarters. All pretty much traditional football rules, except on the extra points. If you kick it through the uprights, it's actually worth 2. And if you pass or run it, it's only a 1 point. But officials meeting at midfield right now. And Adam, I don't know if we're going to be able to top that game that we just had, but should be in for a good one regardless.
Yeah, I don't think we'll top that last one, but two great programs here. We've seen the Bengals and the Eagles playing a few other games earlier today. And officials meeting at midfield. The same thing happened last game, but now they'll call them back out.
Nope. Now they're sending them back. Not quite. We'll wait a couple extra minutes here. And we've had great crowds for every single one of these games. We'll have another one. Good crowd on hand for this last game of the night.
But yeah, it's been great atmosphere all day. And most of these games have been close. And especially that last one coming down to the literal last second.
I'm still waiting here. I think they're waiting on another official. That's what the situation was last time. And we're going to step away real quick. We'll come right back once we have kickoff, and we're moments away from getting this one underway. All right, we are back, and now we are ready to go for the 13 and under matchup in this championship game. Had to clear some personnel off the sidelines, but we're good to go. And the Bengals will be kicking off to the Eagles, so the Eagles will start things off and receiving that first kick. Adam, the Bengals wearing, I think, the most accurate NFL uniforms we've seen today.
Yeah, definitely. The helmets are on point with the stripes. And the rest of the jerseys and pants looks just like it. And for the Eagles, at least they're in green.
Well, you know what? I like the camel as well. It's a cool, unique look for them. And this ball has been kicked off. We are underway. It's going to be fielded at about the 20-yard line. They'll look to take it back and brought down just ahead of the 30-yard line. This Eagles offense will come out onto the field for the first time and look to get something going on their opening possession.
That was definitely the best kickoff we've seen so far today. And obviously we are in the oldest age group, the 13U. And expect to see even bigger plays than we did last game.
And they'll get set to go 1st and 10 on their own 32. Here's the snap. They're going to hand that one up off the middle for a short gain. I mean, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, there's a Bengals defender there for him immediately on that run, and that's going to be a no gain there. Eagles in this tight formation in the pistol.
Alfonso Moore in the third under center for the Eagles. Takes the snap and hands that one off. And another short run, but the Bengals defensive line holds, so we'll have a 3rd and 8. RB.
And that was great work by the Bengals defense. It seems as if almost everybody was rallying to the ball. And once he got past the D line, there's nowhere else for him to go. And so this will bring up 3rd and 8 from their own 34-yard line.
Moore in the third, takes a snap, he'll look to throw, and it's caught, but brought down as soon as he makes contact. Well short of the first down. That one intended for number 0, that's Anderson Garcillon.
As you saw there, the Bengals defense had an answer for every play. And that'll be a quick 3 and out to start the game for the Eagles.
Yeah, great job there, and they're now going to set to punt this one away. And number 4, Malik Denson, back to receive this kick for the Bengals. Denson receives this one at the 30. He's going to take it back, trying to get to the outside, and he's wrapped up and brought down just ahead of the 25 or the 35-yard line. And now we'll get to see the Bengals offense out on the field for their first opening possession. And it'll be 1st and 10 for them at the 36-yard line.
So Bengals, this drive coming off almost seemed like an easy 3 and out for their defense. Change formations here.
So Logan Palacio under center. Makes the snap. Hands that one up off the middle, but the Eagles all over it. And no gain on the play, so 2nd and 10.
And right there, the Eagles defense can answer on their own. Stuff in that play for no gain. And interesting play there out of the Bengals. They shifted into a formation with 3 backs behind the quarterback. And we'll see what they can do now. They have twins on both sides.
Logan this time in the shotgun takes the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and a good run there. Picks up 5 or 7 yards. That's number 5 on the carry. That's Kamari Brown.
And that right there is just some gut check football. And they're showing early they want to run the ball and pound it down the middle. Logan
in the shotgun, Brown to his left. Makes this snap, fakes the handoff and a quick throw, but immediately brought down. As he hauled that one in, number 4, that's Malik Denson.
And just great jump by the corner for the Eagles. And stuffed that play back for a loss of 2. And now that's going to be a 3 and out for the Bengals.
So we might be in for a defensive game, possibly. Both defenses coming up big, forcing 3 and outs.
And just about 4 minutes have passed in this opening quarter. I've already seen 2 punts.
Eagles standing back at about their own 30 to receive that kick. It's a little bit of a shorter kick, and the Bengals will down it just inside the 40.
And that's a heads-up play there by that Bengals player to make sure that the ball doesn't roll back into their own territory.
Yeah, you're right. It's that ball kind of took an Eagles bounce, but he hopped up to make sure he could bring it down. And now the Eagles back out on offense. It's Moore in the third. Takes the snap, hands this one up off the middle. Good run there by Miller, who picks up about 3 on the play to make it 2nd and 7.
And already seeing a different formation for the Eagles. They had 2 wingbacks to the right. And now running back to the left of the quarterback.
And another handoff to Miller. He's into the secondary, and here goes Miller. He's at the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown.
And once he hit the hole, he was gone. Incredible speed on that run. And that was just under a 60-yard touchdown run.
Quentin Miller pulls off a huge run and gets the Eagles on the board first. They now lead 6-0 with 5:16 remaining in this opening quarter. And I think, dare I say, that was the fastest runner we've seen all day. And we've seen some fast kids today.
Yeah, I think it was.
Extra point is up, and it hits the uprights. It is no good. So the score will stay at 6-0. And the Eagles will get set to kick this one off. And I believe we're going to have a water break timeout. And while that water break timeout is going on, mind you, if you would like a professional highlight made for your son or grandson, be sure to go to quickcut.com. There's a purple box at the top of the homepage. You can click it there and fill out the form. These highlights make great Christmas gifts. The holiday is right around the corner. And QuickCut is now videotaping for over 900 teams in the state of Florida. QuickCut would like to thank the AYFL for choosing QuickCut to broadcast today's games.
So this game might follow some of the earlier games where just neither team can get anything going, but just a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a rhythm going, and results in a big touchdown.
Well, now a chance for the Bengals to try and respond as they trail 6-0. And there is an Eagles player out there with who's got the orange sleeves and the orange socks, not to be confused as a double agent. And this one, short kickoff there. The whistle's blue, so... And it's going to be offsides on the kicking team. So they'll get set to redo the kickoff.
Not 100% sure, but that player you might have been just talking about with the orange sleeves and leggings.
Was he the one that was offside?
He might have been.
Now they'll redo this kickoff, this time kicking from their own 35.
That one gets off cleanly.
Line drive boot. This might actually go back into the end zone, it will, so it's going to be a touchback.
And yeah, that's a great kick there, especially getting backed up after the penalty.
Made sure there was no chance at returning it, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Bengals. And their offense heads out back onto the field.
Now see if the Bengals can respond on their second drive of the game. Come out in that same Twins look.
Palacio in the shotgun, takes this snap, is going to hand it off up the middle, and Miller bouncing out to the outside. He's got the first down. Apologize, that is Jonathan Bueno.
And Widow's got some speed of his own there, as you saw. They respond and get the first down run.
Bueno now to the left of Palacio. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and a throw out on the near sideline. And a good catch and run. The ball comes out! And I believe this one's going to be recovered by the Eagles. It will!
Yeah, try to cut it up inside of his blocker and just got hit. Just got hammered. Lost the ball, couldn't hang on to it.
It's Chikari Watson who caught that one at about the 30, got down to the 40-yard line, but took a big hit and lost that ball, and the Eagles recover.
And just where it looked like the Bengals would get a little bit of momentum, they turn it over.
More in the third. It was a direct snap to number 6. It was just off to the side of the center. That's DeLorean Ariel. And the ball actually kind of hit his arm and went down. He had to jump on top of it, but was able to do so. So it'll just make it 2nd and 12 now. And another loose ball. And again, this one recovered by the Eagles. So a little bit of miscommunication seems like going on with this play. Not able to get that off.
And ball security already a problem for both these teams. You just saw the Bengals turnover off of a fumble. And now the Eagles are behind the sticks because of 2 fumbles.
And a flag comes out before the snap. It's going to be encroachment on the defense, so that'll make it a little bit of a more manageable 3rd down for the Eagles.
And that'll help them out a little bit, make it a 3rd and 7. As that clock continues to roll.
And this one off to Miller, tries to push his way up through the middle, gets through a couple defenders, and is brought down, but he'll be short of the first down yard marker, so it'll bring up 4th and 3.
And offense staying on the field. Definitely going to want to capitalize on the Bengal turnover.
Another handoff to Miller. He's got some blockers and just quite can't break into that secondary. Down at the 25-yard line, but enough for an Eagles first down.
That Eagle offensive line looked really sharp on that last play. And they can easily move the ball if they keep that up. So we're under 2:50 in the opening quarter. Eagles getting the drive of their own back in.
Snap here, a reverse handoff. We'll pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the carry.
And he could do some really interesting plays out of these tight formations where you have so many backs in the backfield.
And now another run, pushing up the middle. And that'll get maybe a yard. We'll see where they spot him.
And yeah, just going every which way and finding something that works out of this formation. And bring up a 3rd and 4.
More in the third, takes a snap. He's going to pitch it to Miller, who cuts up inside, but he's wrapped up by multiple Bengals defenders, and I believe he's going to be short of that first down.
And there's that Bengals defense again, just rallying to the ball. Once he gets past that first level, he just has nowhere to go.
And that now makes it 4th and 3. Maybe closer to 4th and 2. Eagles looking to try and move the chains, keep this drive alive. High snap over the head of Moore on the 3rd. He picks it back up though, but he's taken down well behind the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Bengals.
Yeah, back-to-back turnovers there. Eagles unable to capitalize on the fumble from the Bengals, and now Bengals are going to take over across their own 30-yard line. And Bengals had a little bit of a drive going for them the last time out, and like I just said, ended in a fumble.
Yeah, they've got a couple playmakers on this team, especially the running back, Pompano. Logan takes the snap. He's going to hand this one off the middle on a good run into the secondary. Taken down at the 40-yard line. That's Pompano again on the carry.
Yeah, you just said it. The playmaker there for the Bengals showing great speed, and it'll make it a 2nd and short.
2nd and 2. And the time ticking down in the first quarter. There's the snap, hands it off up the middle, and a good run there. Puts his head down and gets this ball to midfield.
And right there shows that he's also a tough runner, not only being fast, lowering his shoulder to end that play.
Pompano has been the star of this Bengals offense so far early in this one. And I believe time ticking down here in the first quarter. We'll see if they get the snap off. And they will not. So the first quarter comes to a close. And the Bengals lead it 6-0. We'll take a quick break and then we'll come back for the second quarter.
And here we are to begin the second quarter. Bengals in control from the 50-yard line. And Eagles lead 6-0.
1st and 10 for them, looking to try and tie this game up. A little bit of a high snap, and a look to throw. He's going to go deep down the left sideline, and it's caught at the 20, at the 10, 5, touchdown. The Bengals respond in a big way. That's James Glass Jr.
And what a throw. He was rolling to his right and looked completely across the field and throws all the way and finds his man. And then wild catch by the receiver, able to get right behind the defender because right over his head. There is a flag down at the 6-yard line.
I would imagine this is going to be a flag after the play. It looks like it's a sideline warning. It'll go to the Bengals, so it does not affect the play. The Bengals have tied this game at 6 and now looking to take the lead on the extra point.
The Eagles' extra point was unsuccessful.
Denson puts it up and right through the uprights. A great kick. And that'll make it a 8-6 ball game. Denson is he's kind of his special teams master. Returning kicks, kicking field goals, and out there as a receiver.
And you saw there's no doubt that ball was going through the uprights.
So Logan Pellicio throws it deep down on the left sideline, and the ball a little short, but as we've seen so many times today, these receivers able to come back to the ball and haul it in for a touchdown. And that's exactly what we just saw from James Classis Jr. Bengals will kick this one away, and another deep kickoff. This one will be returned from about the 10-yard line, though. And he hits a wall of Bengals players and is taken down at the 26-yard line.
Built up some speed there for a second, but like you said, got met by a wall. So the Eagles will take over from their own 32-yard line.
Alfonso Moore in the third leads his offense back out as they look to try and take back their lead. They now trail by 2. And a handoff there up the middle. Get about 5 yards on the play. That was Miller again on the carry.
And we were talking about it earlier. It's another game where the extra points being the difference.
Another handoff to Miller. This time not able to get much, maybe a yard. And that'll bring up the 3rd and 6.
You can hear the defense chants now from the Bengals sideline.
Takes the snap, hands this one off on the jet sweep, and now trying to get to the outside, taken down right at that first down yard marker. I believe he'll have enough.
And he will. And nice, good play call there by the Eagles.
It's Ronald Jean on the carry.
Had about half the defense faked with that the fake handoff to the running back. And
thought they were going to go to Miller. Went to Jean that time. Another handoff. This one again up the middle, and a good pickup, about 5 yards. And a reverse handoff there, a little bit of room, and taken down just at the first down yard marker. Should have enough for the first down. I don't know, looks like they're going to mark him just short. It's going to be 2nd and inches.
Still have not seen a pass play out of the Eagles. Oh, now they're going to move the chains.
Yeah, right there. Now it is a first down. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Takes the snap, hands it off to Miller. Ooh, he got hit up high, and then it's taken down. And a flag comes in late. I'll see what the call is. And judging by the coach's reactions, this is going against the Bengals.
And you're right, it will.
A personal foul is called. So that'll move the Eagles up 15 yards. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs as well.
And you can't be making mistakes like that in your own territory if you're the Bengals right now. Yeah, like I was saying, no pass plays to this point for the Eagles.
Another handoff here. They'll go for about 2 yards.
And they're just slowly but surely pounding away through the middle. And you think it'll be like the game we saw earlier where there's run after run after run, then a pass out of nowhere.
There's Mallory Jr. on the carry. And now he's 2nd and 8. One takes the snap, hands it off. Another good run up the middle, trying to get in the secondary. Just can't quite get through him. And has enough for the first down, though. And once again, will move the chains.
Yeah, just power running for this Eagles offense. And they're inching to the red zone now. And they go back into the pistol look.
1st and 10. Juan takes a snap, hands it off to Miller. He'll pick up good 4 yards on the play. This has just been run the ball for the Eagles right now, and it's been pretty successful as Miller ripped off that 50-plus yard touchdown run. And now we will have a timeout taken by the Bengals with 5:25 remaining in the second quarter. The AYFL is one of the premier youth football leagues in Florida. A great board that puts their best interest in the kids, great choice, great coaches, and some of the best athletes in the state. For any of you high school football players or coaches, Quick Cut has added a recruiting tool to the Quick Cut platform. This allows athletes and coaches the ability to connect with any college program in the U.S. And now we'll get set to go once again. Second and 4. And now another timeout, this time taken by the Eagles.
And I guess coach is not liking what he's seeing. Already had time to talk it over because of the Bengal timeout.
And it's wanted a little extra time, apparently, to get things set straight. Eight to 6 currently your score. Eagles scored first from a big touchdown from Quinton Miller. And the Bengals responded with a receiving touchdown from James Classis Jr. And that's where our score stands now, 8 to 6. 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. Fake the handoff, and here's the throw, and that one off the hands of his intended receiver. That's number 17, Ronald Jean.
And there's the first pass play we've seen out of the Eagles, but to no avail.
And unfortunately, just right off the hands of Jean and not able to haul it in.
He had plenty of room if he caught that ball. It was set up by the runs before.
And a handoff this time to Miller, who pushes through the middle of the pile. And he got pretty close to the first down yard marker, but we'll see where they spot him. Might be just short. And it looks like he is, so it'll set up a 3rd and 1.
And they're going to bring the chains out.
Yeah, it looks like we'll have a quick water break timeout. With 4:55 remaining in the second quarter. And they will indeed bring the chains out to measure on this one. It's close.
As he extends the chain.
It looks like it might be short. No, it's a first down. It's enough. So the Eagles pick up the first.
Hey, so the nose of the ball just crossed the bottom of that stick.
It's the first time we've seen the chains come out and for a measurement.
And indeed it has. That's going to give the Eagles a first down inside the 15-yard line. Call it the 13. And that clock's going to run now.
Hand off to Miller, following a couple blockers there, but then wrapped up from behind and taken down at about the 5-yard line.
And this will bring up 2nd and 3 now for the Eagles. And again, just hacking away at the runs. And it's working for them. If you can pick up 7 yards on a first down run, you're in good shape.
Yeah, just making the Bengals try and stop it. They have not been able to so far. 2nd and 3 now. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Miller, and he punches through. The ball comes out in the end zone. Still moving. And officials taken down as they're going for that ball. And
referee is signaling touchback.
It's going to be a touchback for the Bengals. So the ball went out of the end zone, and Miller was about to have his 2nd touchdown of the day, but it comes out, and nobody's able to recover it. And wow, a costly mistake for the Eagles.
Yeah, we've seen that all day today. It seemed like some good drives ending in fumbles. And just earlier we were talking about the ball security for both of these teams. And that's going to be 3 drives in a row ending in a fumble for either team.
And the official, unfortunately, part of the play, got taken out by a couple of kids going for that ball. He's okay, though.
Yep, so Bengals following the touchback off the fumble recovery would take over on their own 20.
And now a timeout taken by the Bengals with 4:04 remaining in this second half. As they look to try and use this gift to their advantage and drive down the field and extend their lead. We've seen 2 very good rushing attacks on either side of the ball in Miller and Bueno, but Miller's the one with a touchdown right now, and now a fumble as well. And we are back underway now on this 1st and 10. And they are going to call it, so Eagles jumped a little bit.
Yeah, Bengals ended up going on 2 there.
Well, now the refs are going to discuss this. I thought I saw an Eagles player lean over the line a little bit, but we'll see what the call is. And it's going to be an encroachment on the defense, so it'll move the Bengals up 5 yards and make it a 1st and 5 on their own 25. Logan Pellicino takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll look to throw deep down the field, and it's caught. Now at the 40, and then the ball comes out. And this one is going to be recovered by the Eagles. Oh my goodness. Malik Denson had a huge reception and then fumbles the ball at the 30, and the Eagles come away with it.
And there is a flag down though, but another fumble.
It's the 4th fumble in a row that we've had?
Yes, it is.
Penalty does go against the defense, but I believe because it was an after the play penalty. Yeah, the Eagles will get the ball, but they're going to be backed up on their own 15-yard line. Just when you thought the Bengals might be able to put some more points on the board, a fumble leads to the Eagles' recovery. With 3:50 remaining in this first half.
And if you think about it, if you erase those fumbles, this would be a lot higher scoring game than it is right now.
Hand off to the outside. He's got some room. Flags come in. And now across the 30, finally pushed out of bounds at the 31. And it's going to be a hold called against the Eagles. And that'll bring it back. Yeah, we have had a lot of flags across all these games, but nonetheless, it's going to back the Eagles up even more now.
And I'll make it 1st and 20 for the Eagles, now backed up about their 6-yard line.
Take the snap, hands it off to Miller, and doesn't have much room. Gains maybe a yard on the play.
And this most likely trying to get a little bit of a cushion between him and the end zone.
Make it 2nd and 19. Hand off to Miller again, and he's wrapped up right at the line. Picks up about another yard. 3rd and 18. And now we have a injury timeout. One of the Bengals players is shaken up. Hope he's okay. 2:44 now remaining in this first half. All right, we'll step away while they attend to the injured player, and then when we come back, we'll have the next drive coming up after this. All right, we are back now. Injured player able to get up off on his own power. And we will resume action.
And we'll see if the Eagles stick with the run game on 3rd and 18.
Takes the snap. Bengals player came in late. Owen's got to roll out to his right now. Just throws it out of bounds. And that'll end up being a 4th down for the Eagles. One of the Bengals players subbed in very late and then just came right at the quarterback. Almost nearly got to him.
Yeah, it could have worked in his favor as, maybe their offense didn't even see him. But 2.5 left to go in the half. And Eagles forced to punt from their own end zone.
Big opportunity for the Bengals, and of course, Malik Denson back to receive this kickoff. He'll take it at the 40, and he's hit right away. This time holds onto that ball very tightly. And the Bengals offense will come back out of the field.
And all you can do there is make sure you hold on to the ball. Looks like he had no intention of calling a fair catch. But nonetheless, the Bengals will take over from the 42-yard line in Eagle territory. Bengals last drive ended in a huge catch and run, but ended in a fumble.
Now 1st and 10. Pellicillo in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking left, under pressure, and he's taken down for the sack. On his own, on the Eagles' 45-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and long.
He's had no time, nowhere to go with it. Tried to escape, but obviously to no avail.
Again, Pellicillo in the shotgun, Bueno to his right. 3 receivers on that far side. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Bueno. And he picks up a good amount of yardage, but he's still a couple yards short of the original line of scrimmage.
And it almost looks like 2 Eagles players ran into each other there. We heard the helmets collide from here.
1:20 now remaining in this first half. Receiver moves in motion. Hillisilla takes a snap, drops back, throwing over the middle, and it's caught at the 30-yard line, then taken down just 4 yards later. That's number 13. That's Sherrod Gordine.
And that was a great job there. He realized he was open, and he almost sat down, as they say, and kept himself open, but not enough for the first. Bring up 4th and short, 37 seconds left.
Now a timeout taken by the Bengals. They want to try and talk this one over, make sure they can pick up the first down. As you mentioned, 37 seconds remaining. Bengals do lead it 8-6 right now, looking to try and extend their lead before the end of the half. So 4th and 2 now for the Bengals. So hand this one off to Bueno. Cuts on the outside, and he's right at this first down yard marker. I think he should have enough now. Flag comes in late. Bengals think they have it.
Still no call yet, but that was honestly a solid run there as he was getting wrapped up but able to fall backwards. And he might have the first. Official still talking.
Very flag heavy game so far in this one. .32 seconds still on the clock. And it's going to go against the Eagles, so they will have the first down for sure. And now they're bringing the chains out to measure.
Yeah, I've already got twice the chains coming out, and we haven't had anything else all day. And when they yank that chain, he is short.
And march short. And they're saying it's going to be Eagles' ball on the turnover on downs, but I thought there was a penalty against the Eagles as well.
Yeah, that's the part I'm still unclear about. But the referee is just going to signal Eagles' ball. The ref just called personal foul, but it'll still be a turnover. And that penalty could be enforced before the Eagles' offensive drive.
Okay, so the penalty doesn't give them extra yardage, but it will back up the Eagles. And it'll be 1st and 10 for them. Only 32 seconds remain. They're deep in their own territory. High snap. The hands off to Miller, and he fights his way back to the line of scrimmage. And that clock will roll on down towards the end of the half here with the Bengals leading at 8-6. And one more run to Miller, who's taken down quickly for a short gain of about 2. And that'll do it. That'll end the half. Bengals lead at 8-6. We'll take another short break, and when we come back, the second half of the final matchup in the 13 and under championship game. All right, well, welcome back as we get set to go for the second half. Bengals lead it 8-6 right now. And the Eagles will get ready to kick this one off. Bengals will look to try and extend their lead. Adam, it's been a more of a low-scoring game, not as crazy as the last game, but still a pretty good game so far. As Denson taking this one back, it's a good little return there and be put down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and so if either team wants to pull away in this game, they're going to have to focus on ball security. As we had about 4 drives go back-to-back end on fumbles for both teams.
That's right. We have had a lot of turnovers in this game. But, actually, not many of them have turned into points because usually when there's a turnover, the other team's turned it right back over. It looks like we had another flag here as well as the Bengals are being pushed back. And, yes, so penalty against the Bengals, and they're going to start this drive now at about their own 10-yard line. Actually on the 15. First and 10.
So now we're really going to see how these second half adjustments go for each team.
Handoff here to Bueno. He bounces out to the outside and taken down right at that first down yard marker. Should have enough. Good run there.
Eagle player down.
A little slow to get up. Looks like he's on his feet, though, which is good to see.
Yeah, he showed a great burst of speed once he bounced to the outside. And yeah, like he said, that should be... they'll mark him just short. 2nd and 1.
Getting a little chilly out here tonight now. With the wind blowing and the sun completely gone. That could be just the Florida boy in me. So 2nd and 1 for the Bengals. Takes the snap, drop back, look to throw this one, and it is caught! And then brought down at the 45-yard line. That's number 13. Sherrod Gourdine. That's his 2nd catch of the day.
And yeah, like you said earlier, receivers are able to come back to the ball and make huge plays on them.
You've seen that a couple of times today.
Yeah, I mean, he just completely lost his defender when he came back for the ball.
And now a handoff to Bueno. Tries to bounce out to the outside and then chased down from behind. He'll still pick up about 3 yards on the play. And late flags come in. And I believe this is going to be going against the Eagles. And it's going to be an unnecessary roughness call on the defense, so that'll move the Bengals up a little more. So, and now we have a timeout taken by the Eagles with 8:36 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
And they're definitely going to be talking things over as Bengals are driving down the field pretty good. He put the penalty on top of it and brought them into the Eagles' territory.
If you'd like to purchase all your games this season, head over on to Quick Cut. Quick Cut will email links to all your games to keep forever. Go to quickcut.com and click on the marketplace to purchase your season's games. It's only $50, and it's a great stocking stuffer. The holiday is right around the corner. So 1st and 10 now for the Bengals, and they're on the Eagles' 39-yard line. Pelicillo. Well, now the flag comes out before the snap. It's a false start against the Bengals, so that'll back him up and make it the 1st and 15. Snap here, hands it off. And a short gain, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That was Malik Denson that time on the carry.
Yeah, it was almost like that Eagles DN did a wrestling move there. Dove right at the feet to take him down. And nowhere to go. Coaches on the Bengals sideline are frustrated for some reason.
One man moves in motion. Winslow takes the snap, throws this one to Denson, and he broke one tackle and gets down to the 45-yard line. Now a late flag comes in. And this looks like it might be a late hit. And it will go against the Eagles, so that'll push the Bengals up, and they'll have a 1st down now. And they'll end up all the way on the Eagles' 20-yard line, so into the red zone with 7:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
And it's another costly penalty for the Eagles, as the last one put them in their territory now in the red zone.
Hand off here to Bueno, and he breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown.
And there we go. Bengals able to cap off a drive in for a touchdown, and the first time we've seen either team do that in quite a bit.
So the Bengals extend their lead 14-6, pending the extra point. And Denson puts this one off of the uprights. No good, so 14-6 will be your score. But the Bengals extend their lead on a nice drive there. Bueno is the one that carries it over the goal line for the touchdown on the 2nd effort there. And the Bengals sideline loving that.
Indeed they are. 7:30 left in the 3rd quarter. And the Eagles will need 8 to tie it up. But yeah, that Bengals able to cash in on that drive. No turnovers. A couple penalties to help them out. And the Eagles are behind a little more now.
Denson to kick this one off. And fielded at about the 15-yard line. They're going to try and take this one back. Going way on the outside, and a good tackle on the Bengals kicking team. Takes them down at the 20-yard line.
And that's just a great closing speed. Didn't give him a chance to get to the sideline.
Actually might have been better off just going straight. So the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20 now. I think you can see some frustration building on this Eagles sideline now.
Yeah, you got that right.
High snap there, hands it off to Miller, who heads up the middle, and he'll gain a couple on the play. Second and 7 now for the Eagles. Takes the snap, hands it off, and another short gain there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yep, Eagles away. Eagles again just hacking away through the run game.
Now they had a couple big runs in that first drive and then a huge run from Miller to score the touchdown. But ever since then, it's been 2-3 yard gains, and it hasn't been enough for them to pick up some first downs here. 3rd and 5 now for the Eagles. And another handoff. This one up the middle. Some good blockers. This time and a big hit on the 30.
Yeah, huge hit. He thought he was free for a second, but stopped right in his tracks.
That was number 16, Jakari Watson, on the hit, and he is fired up. No flags on the play.
And yeah, you said it right. He's fired up. He was asking for more after the play.
And now the handoff to Miller, who tries to get up the middle, but he's again stuffed. Oh, and now the Bengals are saying they have the ball. Yeah, this is going to be a turnover on downs as they're short of the 1st down yard marker. And it looks like they might measure this again. And they are going to call for the change. I think he's short, though.
Yeah, I believe he's short as well.
They're going for the record on how many times they can measure the chains on this one.
Yeah, I haven't had any all day, and this is the 3rd of this one.
All right, ref's just trying to be precise, I should say. And he is short, so the Bengals turn over the ball, or the Eagles, I should say, turn over the ball on downs. And the Bengals will take over with 5:16 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
And so, yeah, the Eagles turn over. The Bengals will start in the Eagles' territory. And could punch in another one.
Well, now we'll have a water break timeout. With 5:16 remaining, Bengals lead it 14-6. And we'll come right back after this water break. back now from the water break. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bengals as they will look to extend their lead late in this third quarter.
Slot receiver is tapping his helmet like he was calling for the ball.
Silo takes a snap, has to roll to his left, and now just throws this one away. And it goes incomplete. Flag comes in on a late hit. Looks like we're going to get a roughing the passer call. And that'll go against the Eagles. So the Bengals continue to move up.
That's 3 costly penalties this half for the Eagles in their own end.
So the frustration just continuing to build for them as they now trail and have not been able to get anything going offensively, taking a couple penalties.
And that's going to make this another red zone drive for the Bengals.
First and 10, already inside the 20. Makes the snap, they'll look to throw, going towards the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. What a grab there. Number 13, that's Sherrod Gordine. He's got his first touchdown of the night.
And didn't think we'd see either team cash in on a passing touchdown tonight. But Bengals did their perfectly placed ball. Flag is down after, most likely for the celebration.
And the score now 20-6. Bengals have taken a big lead over the Eagles.
And still celebrating on the Bengals sideline.
And looks like they're going to wave off the flag, actually, so no flag on the play. And the Bengals will now get set for the PAT.
Eagles coach going to have a talk with the referee. Clearly not happy about something. But
I think he wanted that flag, but it gets waved off.
Yeah, the Eagles got to take everything that they can get at this point. Exactly 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And if this extra point is good, that'll make it a 3-possession game.
And Tenson's extra point. They're going to fake it. Rolling out to his left now. Throws, and it is caught for the PAT. The quarterback was the holder. And Pelsillo was rolling and had to throw on his back shoulder, but made a great throw to get the ball to his receiver. And it's now 21-6.
Yeah, receiver makes a great diving catch for that one. And 3-possession game now. And still the frustration on the Eagles sideline. And they're going to have to get things together if they want to have a chance to come back.
Yeah, absolutely. Still 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Now down 21-6. They got to get something going quick. PPO is the chant from across the other side of the bleachers. Of course, this is the PPO Bengals playing in the 13 and under division championship, and they lead it 21-6. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. A line drive kick that's going to be fielded just beyond the 15. And Eagles trying to take this one back, and he'll head out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, solid kicks all night for the Bengals. They would pin him back in their own end almost every time. This time they'll start from their own 28.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Handoff to Miller, and he trips up, and the ball comes out, and it's recovered by the Bengals. Just a disastrous situation for the Eagles, and now I think that's Miller who's shaken up after he fell and lost the ball, grabbing at his knee.
Yeah, might have fell forward because of it. But nonetheless, there'll be another fumble in this game that puts us at 5 now.
Now we'll have another stoppage for the injured Eagle. Hopefully he's okay. And we'll step away quickly, and then we'll come back after this injury timeout. Back now after the injury timeout. I was able to get off the field limping a little bit there. Hopefully nothing too serious. Now a good run here from the Eagles, and the ball comes out again. But this time it goes out of bounds.
And so some clarification on that last play. They did say he was down before the ball came loose. But then the Eagles lose it again. But it will go in their favor as the ball went out of bounds past the first down marker.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was just about to wonder why the Eagles were running on a second play. But they did rule him down. So 3rd and 10 for the Eagles, and a good run here. And that should be enough for the first down. They get past midfield.
Yeah, which a second there it looked like hope is lost for the Eagles, but now they're back into Bengal territory.
They can try and drive down and score quickly. They might have a chance to get back into this one, down 21-6. Here's the snap, another quick handoff, and up the middle. I'll go for a gain of 4. And now another run up the middle. Pushing through for a pickup of 4. Eagles back to their ground and pound type of game. Just trying to chip away every run. Although the only thing working against them there is going to be the clock as it continues to roll.
We still are in the fourth and third quarter, so still another quarter to play.
And another run. Gets them pretty close to the first down yard marker. And it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. Our snap hands this one off to Miller. Tries to get through and will fight for a few extra yards. And he'll have enough for the first down, though. That'll move the chains.
Yeah, ever since the injury, it just seems like kind of lit a spark for him. And it's been first down after first down.
Another handoff to Miller, trying to push through behind his blockers. And he'll get about 2 or 3 on the play. Second and 8. Snap here, hand it off. Another run up the middle. And another pickup of a couple yards.
That's been the case all night for the Eagles, just hacking away yard by yard.
And it's got them just a few yards out of the red zone now after 2 fumble scares. Snap here, another handoff, and this one breaking through, but ran into his own guy there and had to slow up. He's eventually taken down just before the 10-yard line, but they do get the first.
And if he could have gotten outside of his blocker there, he would have been in the end zone.
Takes the snap, hands it off, and this time only a gain of maybe 1. And looks like they'll mark him at the original line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10 now for the Eagles. As we are approaching the 1-minute mark in this third quarter. And a flag comes out here on this run. And it's going to be a hold against the Eagles, so that'll push them back. And it'll set up a 2nd and long with under a minute to go. High snap there. Quarterback's going to try to keep it himself, but he's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. And a big defensive stand for the Bengals. And now a 3rd and very long. Actually, it'll be about 2nd and 22. On the 3rd, tries to roll out and throws this one to his right. It's caught. And down to about the 20-yard line, but still well short of that first down. And that should bring us to the end of the third quarter. The Bengals lead it 21-6. We'll take a short break when we come back. Quarter number 4 right after this. All right, back now for the final quarter here on this Saturday, full of championship games in the AYFL. And right now the Bengals are trying to stop the Eagles as they are in the red zone. They trail 21-6.
Yeah, last couple downs, the only problem they've had this whole drive.
And the Eagles will look to throw, and it gets hit from behind. Ball comes out, and the Bengals have this one. It's the third fumble recovery, and now a flag comes out late. But I believe this was a fumble.
And that's going to be fumble number 6 on the game.
Moore in the third started a run from behind and then got hit and lost the ball. And there is a penalty against the Bengals, but it's going to be their ball as they recovered the fumble. And the Eagles will not be able to cut the deficit. And just a rough game from there for them. Everything kind of falling apart right now, and they haven't been able to put anything together.
Yeah, it's been happened a few drives for the Eagles. They had a pretty good drive going. Those last few downs gave them some trouble. Ended up with a 4th and 22, and then quarterback to try to make something happen, fumbles the ball. So Bengals gonna look to run some clock out. They got 3 backs behind them.
Under center takes a snap, and now a whistle before the snap. And it's a timeout taken by the Eagles. So they will try and reset here. .9:47 remaining in this one. And both teams heading back out onto the field. So 1st and 10 from about the 9-yard line. And they'll hand this one off. And a good run there. Picks about 4 yards. That's Denson on the carry.
Able to find a little bit of room there.
We've called Denson's name a lot tonight, as he's been the kicker and has had a couple of catches as well as a receiver, and now a couple of runs.
And yeah, you know when he gets to high school, it's going to say ATH next to his name.
That's right. Multi-position player. Bengals hand this one off, trying to get to the outside. Runs over one defender, but only picks up about 1 on the play. Now back to Jonathan Bueno.
And this drive for the Eagles definitely been doing better rallying into the ball than they have been most of the game.
Still trail 21-6. Under 9 minutes to go now in this final quarter. As the Bengals will try and let this clock roll down as much as possible. And It's a delay of game penalty against the Bengals. So that'll back them up a couple of yards.
And the Bengals coach think he has gotten the timeout off in time.
A stream is sponsored by Quick Cut, better platform at a better price. If you'd like professional highlights made for your son or grandson, go to quickcut.com. There is a purple box at the top of the homepage. You can click it and fill out the form. These highlights make great Christmas gifts with the holiday season right around the corner. Quick Cut is now videotaping for over 900 teams in the state of Florida. Quick Cut would like to thank the AYFL for choosing Quick Cut to broadcast today's games. And of course, thank the AYFL for hosting the event. Thank the rest of our crew as well, who has been with us all day today. And 3rd and 8. And they'll look to pass under pressure though, and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Eagles defense gets a sack. And that'll set up a 4th and long.
Eagles still showing some signs of life. And, you know, run game was not working on this drive for the Bengals to try to pass it there, but line does not hold up.
Don't want to give up just quite yet, and if they can get a quick score and then one more defensive hold, this game not completely out of the question.
And so now the Bengals going to have to punt from their own end zone this time.
And a good punt. It's fielded at the 35-yard line and tried to cut back the other way and fell down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the Bengals 35.
So see if the Eagles can capitalize starting in opponent territory. As you guys saw, the last couple of drives not going well for them. And still down 15 points. Gonna need a couple scores and some PATs to go their way.
And a quick snap here. They'll hand this one up off the middle, but the Bengals defensive line all over that one. And now 7 minutes to go in this one. Bengals lead 21-6.
Offense, a lot more spread out now for the Eagles. We have not seen this until now. He needs to be looking to throw.
Stepping up in the pocket now under some pressure, and he throws towards the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals now look to try and return this one all the way down to the 30-yard line. And the Bengals come away with the turnover. Eagles trying to do too much with it. And with 6:25 remaining in this 4th quarter, the Bengals will take back over on offense.
Yep, they're going to get some more time to run this clock out. But Bengals, both defenses still showing great strength late in this one.
So the Bengals want to try and wrap this one up and go home with a win in the 13 and under championship game. And they'll hand it off up the middle. Good run. Bueno with some blockers and runs over his man, but taken down just past the 45-yard line.
And big run there, had a huge hole and great speed on that one. That's going to move the chains. and keep that clock moving.
We'll take the snap, and whistles blow before flag comes in. It's a false start against the Bengals, so that'll back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, that left guard moving just before the snap.
So it's 1st and 15 now. Bengals sitting at about their own 41-yard line. Quick snap. They'll hand this one off to Bueno. He's got some room on the outside, still on his feet, and he just slides down inbounds right before the Eagles' 45. Smart play there from Bueno to stay inbounds to keep that clock moving.
Yeah, absolutely. What I liked about that run is that, again, he finds the cutback lane and gets it much closer to a first down. And yeah, like you said, staying in balance, keeping that clock rolling, which is exactly what the Bengals want to do. We're under 5 minutes left in the game. Bengals in control, leading by 15.
Makes a snap here, pitches it to the outside, and a little bit of room to go, still going, and finally forced out of bounds. That's Denson.
And that being a toss play, he had a great amount of speed heading to the sidelines, able to beat the defense to the first down marker.
Although Denson did go out of bounds. That will stop the clock, and now a timeout taken here. 4:21 to go. Don't forget, if you'd like to purchase all your games this season, Quick Cut will email links to all of your games to keep forever. Just go to quickcut.com and click on the marketplace to purchase your season's game. It's only $50, and it is a great stocking stuffer. The stream sponsored today by Quick Cut. Again, I think everybody's been working hard all day to put together this production, including all the groundskeeping crew here at the stadium. As we are 4 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in this final game of the day. Bengals trying to let the play clock run down as much as possible. And a handoff up the middle. And that's Bueno again, still on his feet. Now finally taken down, just shy of that first down yard marker. And it'll be enough for a Bengals first down.
Hey, so after that quick handoff, able to slip through that tackle that was wrapped around his leg.
First and 10 on the Eagles' 30-yard line. Dugan takes the snap, hands this one off the middle, and a short run from Richardson. No, I apologize. That is Alvin Bernard Jr.
Eagles sent some pressure on that play. Worked out well for him to get into the backfield.
3 minutes to go. And it's going to be an injury timeout. One of the Bengals players down on the field. It'll stop the clock with 2:55 remaining. And the Bengals just trying to wrap things up here and secure the win. They lead 21-6 right now. They've had an excellent day on offense, and then they've had the defense come away with some multiple stops and a fumble recovery as well. And then the Eagles, who had a great start to this game on a big touchdown run from Miller, and then everything kind of just slipped away from them since then and have not been able to get back into this game. Back now for 2nd and 10. Handoff on the jet sweep and brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
The outside runs weren't the ones that have been working for the Eagles. Definitely been the ones up the gut.
Really, for both these teams, that's been the successful move. As we have now hit the 2-minute mark. And whistles blow before the snap. And it's going to be delay a game against the Bengals, so it'll back them up on 3rd down. 1:45 remains in our final game of the night. And now a timeout is taken by the Bengals. Still 1:45 remaining on that clock.
Well, that one's got audio.
Bengals trying to think over how they want to play this 3rd and long.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a decent job making this a slow, methodical drive. 1:45 left.
And I don't think the Eagles are taking any timeouts soon. I think the key here is just run the ball, keep it in bounds, and drain that clock out, and get yourselves home with a victory.
This is a long shot, but if they convert this, could very well be the game.
Takes the snap, drops back, under pressure now, and he's brought down for the sack behind midfield, back into Bengals territory. And now a timeout taken by the Eagles. So I stand corrected. The Eagles will take another timeout. With 1:31 remaining.
And with that sack, it'll make it a 4th and 30. And sure, the Bengals just going to punt it away, rely on their defense with 1:31 left.
That defense has played really well today so far. Henson back to punt this one, standing at about his own 36-yard line. A little bit of a high snap, but Denson gets the punt away. Fielded at the 20, and then he falls down, and he'll be spotted right there on the 20. So the Eagles would have a long way to go. Only a minute 23 remaining. Bengals well on their way to winning this 13 and under division championship.
Last hope, last drive for the Eagles here. Still down by 2 possessions. Gonna need a score immediately.
Now 1st and 10. And they'll look to try and throw this one. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught. And now taken down at the 35-yard line. That's number 17, Ronald Jean, on the catch. And Moore in the third, drops back again, throwing to the outside, and hit as soon as he catches that ball. Ball came out, is incomplete. Under a minute to go now.
Bit of a wobbler on that throw.
We're going to have another injury timeout. One of the Bengals players shaken up on that tackle. Part of the crowd starting to clear out now, as we're just 57 seconds away from finishing our 8-game slate. And we'll take a quick break while they attend to the injured player, and we'll come right back for the final minute. And we're back now. Player able to get off on his own power, so good to see he's okay. And now it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. And Eagles will take the snap, hand this one off up the middle. Good run, ball comes out. And Bengals say they have it. And a flag comes out late. It is, the referee just signaled it's Bengals ball. We'll see what the flag is. 45 seconds remaining.
Either way, likely going to put an end to this game. And the flag is on the Eagles.
The Bengals giving their coach a ice shower as they know they have secured the win. Congratulations to them as they win the 13 and under championship. Congratulations to all the teams who played today, and a lot of great matchups that we've had. And again, we thank everybody involved in making of this broadcast and the making of putting together all these games, and the groundskeeping crew as well, keeping everything clean. As the clock will continue to roll. And under 30 seconds to go.
And one to remember for this game is that Bengal offense, while they had some fumbles of their own, they were able to capitalize on the fumbles by the Eagles.
There's the snap, and they'll kneel for victory formation, so that'll do it. Bengals win this one 21-6, and that'll end our 8-game slate here on this Saturday. Again, thank you to everybody involved for putting together the stream. My name's Jake Ricker, and for Adam Black, that'll do it for us tonight. Have a good night, folks. And that's all for us.